With things happening on an everyday basis that challenge the laws of physics, humans have made quite the progress in figuring out the abnormalities of space. During this process, we have come across to find tens of planets whose existence has not only surprised astronomers, but freaked them out. Planets with such conditions that could obliterate human lives within seconds, even before we touch the ground on them. Today, we will be discovering a list of the 10 weirdest planet discoveries in space. Even though all these planets are completely different from one another, their only common factor is that they are all severely harmful to humans. Stay tuned to find out what these planets are. At number 10, we have 2-mass J2126. Every planet in every solar system has a host star, just like Earth has our Sun. However, 2-mass J2126 is said to be the only planet not to have one. Now, even though it is technically not accurate, it is said so because the planet is 600 billion miles away from its host star, which means that if we put it in Earth terms, 1 year over, there would be around 1.5 million days, or 4,100 years. This planet is extremely dangerous, and it has been said by Dr. Simon Murphy from Australian National University that there is no way that this planet has been formed in the same way as the ones in our solar system has, from dust and gas, implying how threatening living on this planet could be, especially when everyone would die below the age of 1 year. Number 9. Kepler 78b. Kepler 78b is a planet that looks a lot like our own planet Earth. This exoplanet is in the constellation of Cygnus. The oddest aspect of it is how close it is to the host star, only 550,000 miles away. It is 40 times closer to its star than Mercury is to the Sun, with a temperature of roughly 2,030 degrees Celsius, which can easily kill anyone by melting them, even from miles away from its surface. According to one of the astronomers involved with the discovery, Francesco Pepe, even though the planet might be Earth-sized, it can be imagined like a lava planet rather than an Earth-like planet. Number 8. HD 106906b. This is an exoplanet in the constellation Crux that is 300 light-years away from Earth. It travels from 60 billion miles away from its star, which is 20 times the distance between the Sun and the last planet in our solar system, Neptune. It has an estimated mass of 11 times that of Jupiter, and it is unknown how this planet arose or how it became to have such a far-off orbit from its star. Despite being so far from its star's warmth, this gas giant has a blistering surface temperature of 1,500 degrees Celsius and still glows in the infrared spectrum from residual heat from its birth, hinting that the temperature and the gaseous compositions of the planet are not suited for humans and are in fact dangerously fatal. Number 7. TRES 4b. TRES 4b was the largest known planet at the time of its discovery and the planet with the lowest known density, allowing one to jump at great heights compared to what they could do on Earth. It is located 1,400 light-years away in the Hercules constellation. Despite its size being more than 1.7 times that of Jupiter, it has a very low density and is classified as a puffy planet. The density of the planet is nearly the same as Cork, which came as a surprise. According to astronomers, this is due to the tremendous heat of 1,260 degrees Celsius caused by its proximity to its star. TRES 4b is only 4.5 million miles from its Sun and can complete an orbit in 3 Earth days. Number 7. Olgol 2005. We've arrived in the constellation of Sagittarius after a voyage of nearly 20,000 light-years, where we have Olgol 2005. This planet is too far away to feel its host star's small amount of heat. It has a freezing surface temperature of negative 220 degrees Celsius, making it one of the coldest planets known in the cosmos. A thick coating of ice blankets the entire globe. Glaciers, valleys, wide plains, and massive ice mountains dot the landscape. It's exceedingly unlikely that any form of life known to humanity can exist on the surface of this frozen wasteland. Although, the unknown forms? Who knows what might be there? Even though the external surface will instantly turn anyone into an ice cube, there is a possibility that the inner surface of this planet could be warmer, and the tidal heating caused by the gravitational pull of surrounding moons could create an ocean-like environment on the bottom. Number 6. WASP-12b. Up next is one of the most dangerous planets in our opinion. The day side of WASP-12b consumes light rather than reflecting it into space, making it one of the darkest known exoplanets. This exoplanet, which is twice the size of Jupiter, has the remarkable potential to capture at least 94% of visible light entering its atmosphere. The atmosphere is a scorching 8,312 degrees Celsius. Because it always faces its star, the day side hoards all the visible light. The planet is so close to its host that its day and night sides are fixed. The night side is substantially cooler, with temperatures of 3,992 degrees Celsius, which is still more than most of the exoplanets out there, but allows for the formation of water vapor and clouds. Number 5. HD 189733b. This is slightly larger than Jupiter in our solar system and is roughly 62 light-years away from Earth. The planet's peculiar atmosphere, which is largely made up of silicate atoms and particles, gives it its lovely azure color. Wind speeds on the planet can reach 5,400 miles per hour, or roughly 2 kilometers per second. Temperatures on the planet can also exceed 900 degrees Celsius. This planet is horrible and terrifying because it literally rains glass sideways and has excessively strong winds. If this precise storm occurred at the Earth's equator, it would only take 5.5 hours to traverse all the way around the globe. Number 4. 55 Cancri e. 55 Cancri e is just around 40 light-years away in the Cancer constellation. It is twice the size of Earth, but roughly 8 times as massive and dense. The parent star has a lot more carbon than our Sun, and the planet's mass is mostly made up of carbon. This super-Earth is thought to be covered with diamonds due to the pressure and average maximum surface temperature of 2,400 degrees Celsius. The planet is so close to its parent star that it only takes 18 hours for it to complete a full orbit. Number 3. Gliese 436b. Gliese 436b is an exoplanet in the constellation Leo. It is about 30 light-years from Earth and appears to violate the laws of physics. The frozen surface of this planet, which orbits its star at a distance of 15 times closer than Mercury to the Sun, is burning at a temperature of 439 degrees Celsius. So at 439 degrees above its melting point, how does ice, of all things, stay perfectly solid? Because the planet's gravity is so powerful, it compresses the trace amounts of water vapor in its atmosphere into solid ice, which keeps it from melting no matter how hot it gets. Number 2. Gliese 581c. Gliese 581c is an exoplanet in the Libra constellation that is 20 light-years or 120 trillion miles from Earth. The planet orbits its star at 6.8 million miles away, which is only 7% of the Earth-to-Sun distance of 93 million miles. Gliese 581c is tidally locked, which means that one side of the planet always faces the star, and the other never does. The near side has scorching temperatures that would instantly turn you into a pile of ash, while the far side has freezing temperatures that would instantly turn you into a popsicle. However, there is a short strip of land between these two extremes with better circumstances that may theoretically host alien life. We've transmitted a radio communication to Gliese 581c in 2008, which is projected to arrive in 2029. Number 1. J1407b. J1407b has been dubbed a super Saturn, or Saturn on steroids, because of its huge circumplanetary ring system, which is 640 times the size of Saturn's. It is the only known exoplanet having Saturn-like rings, and it is located 434 light-years from Earth in the constellation Centaurus. This planet's rings would dominate the Earth's sky and seem several times larger than a full moon if it changed places with Saturn. A significant gap exists midway through the ring system, and it's possible that an exomoon the size of Mars orbits the planet within the gap. If there are aliens on this exomoon, they must enjoy a spectacular view staring up into the sky. So, these are the 10 deadly planets that have managed to scare astronomers across the globe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.